Let's play a game. Let's play a game called Five Joys. So, credit where credit is due, I did not make this game up. This game was shared to me by two of my good friends, Edward Smalls and Donald Lewis. I've learned from the time at Benedictine College and 6 years after that in seminary that it's very important to cite your sources and to not plagiarize. So, citing my sources, bookmark citation 2. This was shared from my good friends Donald Lewis and Edward Smalls. But in these troubling times, in these times of hardship, and in these times of anxiety and stress and anger and despondency and the like, uh, it can be easy for us to fall into a internal mindset focusing on all the negative, as Father Hake would like to say, and does say, um, getting stuck in our stinking thinking, and the devil loves to keep us stuck in our stinking thinking. And so it's all the more important when those temptations to be paralyzed with the various hardships we're dealing with, trials we're dealing with, sufferings we're dealing with, that it's all the more important to be looking heavenward rather than downward or inward, looking heavenward for all the many myriad infinite ways God continues to bless us throughout our days and continues to bestow upon us his grace and love and continues to accompany us and walk with us through all these hardships. He never once leaves our side. It's all the more important to think of the blessings. So my friends invited me and alerted me to this game that they play between each other to help each other out. Because, friends keep each other accountable, friends help each other out. And the game is called Five Joys. And at any point when you see somebody that's having a distraught day, a downtrodden day, or they're upset, or they're depressed, or sorrowful, or what have you, you notice the emotions are going down, that the stinking thinking's coming out, all those things. Someone in the group just shouts, Five Joys, go. And who they address it to, or to everybody that is in the group. So, like, I played this last night with three of my friends, and so all three of us had to participate. Everybody in the group then has to say five joys in their life that has occurred to them in the last 24 hours. Because it can be a pretty easy, not to diminish the blessings we've received, but it can be an easy scapegoat to just be like, oh, let me think of the whole life. But the focus is to show how that God is with us in the present moment as much as he was with us in the past and will be with us in the future. It's to show us that even in these hardships, God is here with us now. And so your window is 24 hours. And you have, in that 24 hours time, list five joys that you have experienced, five things, five interactions, five people, five blessings of the myriad infinite blessings we receive every day. List five. And the goal is to help to bring us out of that stinking thinking, to bring us back into a mindset and a prayerful attitude of gratitude, of looking heavenward to our Lord and his blessings and his love. And so it's meant to be an aid. It's meant to be a real easy pick-me-up. And I like it. It's great. So it not only can be done with fun with the friends, it can not only be done as a fun thing between friends and family or whatever, but it can also be a means of bringing us closer to God or inviting God in. And it can be a little telling to us if we're struggling to think of five blessings in 24 hours that, like, oh man, maybe I was dwelling in that stinking thinking a little too long there. It's a great pick-me-up. So let's play Five Joys. Feel free to play this with whoever you like, and feel free to amend this however you want. But it's currently 10:13 a.m. on Saturday when I'm filming this. So I'm going to use the 24 hours to last yesterday's 10:13 a.m. Not to say that there weren't a myriad of blessings between my morning and now, but just 24-hour period. So, five joys, Father Andrew Klein, last 24 hours. Well, right off the bat, I had a pretty decent morning in terms of all things going up. I slept well, had a nice hot shower, had a very delicious, nutritious breakfast of Pop-Tarts and milk. And Pop-Tarts were nice and hot, and the milk was nice and cold. So there's one. So I had a pretty good, decent morning this morning, Saturday morning. Two, I have been able to speak with in the last 24 hours several friends that I know and get to hang out with and converse with and have nice, friendly conversations with. And then friends of mine that are also priests and have gotten to talk with, for instance, in particular, Father Kendall Ketterlin, and just say, hey, how are you doing? And have those conversations, as well as do text messages with several other priests and friends and the like. So there's two. Three, I was blessed to be in a meeting with the bishop and all the other priests, and we got to do I hope it will be a bi-weekly catch-up with all the priests, but we just got to check in with each other, see how everybody was doing, all of these wonderful things. Talk to His Excellency, talk to Father Riley, talk to all the other priests, and it's always a joy when I can bring a little bit of culture to the bishop. Any conversation where I get to talk about the Halo video game series to Our Excellency, I count as a win. So there's three. Saturday, today, 4. It is my dad's 60th birthday as of recording this today. So happy birthday to my father. So there's the joy, the blessings that my father has been around for 60 years. And then I've been blessed to be in his life for almost 33 of those, and been blessed to have him as a father and to see him demonstrate virtuous fatherhood and husbandry and parenting and the like, and all of that wonderful stuff. And so it's a joyous occasion that, despite everything that's going on, he has that he's been alive for 60 years and that he gets to celebrate that birthday. And so I won't get to be there in person, but got to that he's celebrating birthday, and he'll get to celebrate that with family, and they're having Arthur Bryant's barbecue. And now I'm hungry. So maybe that should be called Five Hungers too. And you're like, Hunger 1, Arthur Bryant's. But so happy birthday to that. And then number 5, I got to have a pretty good catch-up conversation with my parents and my youngest brother Thomas last night. Got to see how they were doing and talk to them, and just basically caught up with family and got to just have a pretty good catch-up conversation. They're in Blue Springs. I'm in Platte County. So there's a 40-minute drive between us. So the conversations and details aren't as frequent as they used to be or could be. But then again, seminary was even farther away. So there's that. But yeah, so it was wonderful to have an opportunity to have some time to be like, hey, caught up with them. Of course, the downside was I interrupted them watching Captain America Civil War, an excellent Marvel movie. And so I'm sure my brother and my parents are a little despondent on me for that. They're like, hey, that wasn't okay. We're happy to talk with you, Father Klein, and you're a son/brother, but that was crossing the line. You need to watch. So yeah, 5 joys. There we go. Those are in my last 24 hours as of from 10:17 a.m. to 10:17 a.m. yesterday, Friday. 5 joys. So my hope is this is a fun little game that you can just play with your friends, play with your family, whatever. Heck, it's a fun game you can do yourself of just if you're at home working so much or out and about working so much, or you just find yourself getting in a stinking thinking, just be like, okay, 5 joys, and you just go. And it can be a daily means and a daily method to invite our Lord into our day, to recount the blessings. Again, 5 is a very small number compared to the infinite number of blessings that he gives us every day. But count our blessings that our Lord has given us, that his love has bequeathed us, and help to keep our eyes fixed heavenward, that in the face of all these sufferings and trials, we don't lose sight of our Lord who accompanies us and with us always, and we don't lose sight of the end goal, to love him and to love all people with everything we do, to offer everything we do as an act of love for him and for others. So yeah, 5 joys. I hope that is a wonderful game to play for you guys. I hope it's a wonderful pick-me-up for you guys, and have yourself a joyful, which is fitting because Saturday, Joyful Mysteries of the Rosary. Have a joyful, blessed day and a grace-filled Easter season. God bless.